So as a mental health counselor, what kind of issues do you see these young girls facing, and why do you think this event is so important for them to attend?
I think as a mental health counselor, really the most important thing for us to be attending and participating and really creating opportunities for young girls is to prevent eating disorders. It's to prevent the escalation of body image problems, self-esteem problems, and try and kind of catch them while they happen. What we know with research is that eating disorders are on the rise. We're also seeing younger and younger girls, as young as 8 years old, sometimes coming in treatment for eating disorders. So it's important to be able to intervene, and as we know, prevention is the best medicine, actually. So if we can prevent them from developing, and also when we catch maybe body image concerns, to really target that, and also help girls have the skills to be able to cope, and also to work with their peers in the schools, because a lot of these are part of the school systems too, because they have friends who have eating disorders, and then they learn about them, or body image concerns. So that's what I'd say is the most important thing as a counselor.
Okay. Now, as a parent, what can you gain from this program, and what can your daughter take away from this as well?
You know, the most important thing, I've had parents this morning actually talking to me saying, you know, what do I say? You know, what do I say if I struggle with body image concerns myself? How do I talk about this in a way that helps my child while I'm also struggling with this? So we have various different workshops for parents to help them with some of that. What do I say to my child? How do I deal with my own body image concerns? And really having my child watch me struggle, or, you know, knowing what to say, knowing how as a family to communicate about body image and what we see in the media. So I think that a lot of parents can learn a lot about that today.
Okay, great. And what can your daughter take away from this?
I think how to be your own person, realizing that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, in all cultures, in all colors, and that who you are is the best person that you can be, really, and that's the focus. Not to be something else, but to be the best you that you can be. So that message is a very strong message from Shine On, how to help girls help themselves, and also how to be a support to all the other girls as well in the community.
Okay, great. Now, how did you first hear about this, and how did you end up getting involved?
I heard about this a couple of years ago. This is an exciting project. This is a project that really needs to grow even bigger, and I think that that's, you know, really what we want to do as a committee. Shine On for mental health counselors is one of those prevention parts that we've been talking about for years, that we need it early, and we need to catch it early, because, like I said before, eating disorders, body image concerns start really early for young girls. So if we can do this, and we can make this even bigger as the years go on, I think that this is going to be a great thing.
Okay, great. Now, what is your favorite thing about the conference, and what would you like to see next year?
I would love to see maybe looking at communication patterns between the girls grow a lot more, like how to target that emotional bullying about body image in the schools, which we do actually at Shine On. We have a lot of work regarding that, but really targeting that even stronger next year. I think that it's really appreciated, because that peer pressure, you know, especially the middle school years, peer pressure is intense. So it intensifies beginning in elementary school, middle school, it's really out of control sometimes, so really being strong on that. I really enjoy targeting the media images, like really that falsification of beauty. I think that that's a strong message that girls leave thinking, oh my goodness, I did not know that this is really not how a typical woman looks, but there's been a lot of fixing and editing, and that I don't need to base my beauty on something that is a false image. So I think that's a strong message from Shine On.
Okay, and now my last question is, since you've been here before, how has this conference kind of changed or molded you and your daughter's relationship, or the way your daughter perceives things and stuff like that?
Very exciting because it has provided us a platform to actually have conversations. Being here at Shine On allows us to have topics that we can address. Just this morning driving in, I say, hey, what do you think about the idea of media influence on beauty? What do you think about emotional bullying regarding your size or your shape or how you look? So it gives us an avenue to actually start conversations that might be very challenging to have as a parent, or even knowing which way to go with it. So Shine On has really helped with that.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you would like to add before let you go?
I think that parents consider this. If parents have not been to Shine On before, really look at it and look at what it's all about, because it starts with parents. We want parents to be involved and excited and invested in it. Then that message gets translated to also the young people in their lives, and then the young people tell other young people, and then it becomes global, because this is really a global phenomenon. Self-esteem, body image is a worldwide problem, and if we can get even the small part of our community changing to change other parts of communities too, this will be a beautiful thing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You did great.